What you see is a metal scanner arch. Two guards holding SMGs at the low ready, and one of them says, "Step forward, please. Place all loose items into this container here, then please step through the arch." These big logos of Steel Phalanx America in both AR and physical. In fact, this is looks like a pretty serious security checkpoint that has been put in. Yeah, what are you guys going to do now? You see behind the security checkpoint the proper reception to the Knocknista associates, but yeah, you're going to have to deal with these two guys. They're wearing what looks like fairly heavy clothing. You would estimate it to be armored of some kind, and they are holding SMGs. So, Hokan and Van Winkle, what are you going to do?
Well, first off, I'd like to see what type of matrix icons I can spot in the area.
You don't have time.
Okay, then. Well, since I didn't bring any items with me, I'll just go ahead and comply and step through.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, shit! No, I have a cyber deck with me. Damn it. That's a bad idea. Yeah, they're gonna pick up that cyber deck. I'll just.
Yeah. So here's how it's going to go down. Either you can stall for time, or you can comply, or you can try and extricate yourself from the situation.
I think extricate is probably the thing to do right now. I'll just be like, sorry, wrong floor, and let's get on and get out.
Okay. You go, "Oh, sorry, wrong floor," and then walk back into the elevator. The security guard says, and just like, he doesn't say anything, he gives you a wave. I waved in real life, but you can't see it. He just like waves goodbye as you go, "Oh shit," and turn around.
That's a reasonable reaction. To having SMGs pointed at us.
They weren't pointed at you, they were held at the low ready. They're like across the men's hips on slings.
Okay, so yeah, then well, let's see what type of icons we can get from the elevator at least. Is there a camera icon?
Yeah, so there's a camera in the elevator already. It has an icon, sure. And you go.
Is it slave?
You don't get to ask questions until you roll. And there are other icons around, so let's see a matrix perception roll. Alright then. Alright. So you see the icon of the camera in the elevator. You see an icon labeled camera elevator 003. You see a lot of icons for various downtown trash, you know, like computer, bit of paper, paper box, Stoicaf cup, Walmart clothing top, t-shirt, blue size, extra large troll. You see, like, swathes and swathes of AR crap, and as you're busy filtering it, you come across a number of things. MCT camera 001, MCT camera 002. You find a whole pile of stuff that appears to be MCT related, you know, like, it's all very clearly labeled as MCT guns and cameras and security sensors, but you put it down to the extraterritoriality upstairs. Looking around, you do see a number of cameras that you cannot immediately identify the owners of. You also see a various number of small arms, pistols, SMGs, assault rifles. Yeah, you see a number of security sensors, which would not be out of place for any of the corporations around here. but definitely would line up with that quick glance you had over the entryway of Steel Phalanx. So, now what?
Using my knowledge of SMGs, can I recall what, because I have 6 ranks in automatics, using my knowledge of automatics, can I recall what type of automatic weapons those 2 guards had?
Yeah, sure. Let me just open something, but... yes. These 2 men were using FNP-93 Praetors.
Whew, that's a pretty impressive one. So do I see icons for them when I for FNP-90 Praetors when I was doing my perception?
No, you don't.
So they're either wireless off or they're on a host that has sleeves. Well, shoot, this mission was a bust. Sorry, guys, my idea didn't pan out. Does anybody else have any ideas?
Black Cat's like, I've got one source that might be able to get us something helpful.
There also is the, okay, so he's going to go back out to Salia's car and start searching for Steel Phalanx. He wants to do the 30-minute search on them to see what he can turn up.
Yeah, sure.
Sally also says we can wait for my fixer to get back to me.
Did he see a host for the thing we're attacking, by the way?
You have to specifically look for a host.
Okay.
Hosts are
This
globally
is just
visible,
me not being a
by the way. You don't have to roll Matrix Perception. You can just say, I am looking for a host, and if it's publicly visible on the Matrix, you get to see it. Or if it's running silent, you get to roll against it. So, yeah.
All right, well then before he goes trolling for Steel Phalanx, Van Winkle would like to see if he can find a host for Knocknista in the Seattle area.
Well, there's no real distance on the Matrix, especially when we're talking about hosts. But Knocknista Associates does have a host with a relatively low ping distance, indicating that physically this is the closest one.
All right, I'd like to have a look at that host and learn some of its attributes.
Sure you can.
I really need to learn decking at some point.
It's not too hard. There's a flowchart you follow and a cheat sheet, and it's, yeah. Alright. Cool, you get... Let me check, but, oh. I remember what I failed to open. Oh well. I restarted my computer and didn't open up bunch of stuff. Yeah, I need to open my matrix cheat sheet too.
Yeah, it's pretty complicated.
No, I just need to remember what, how exactly one thing works. It's not too bad. Yeah, okay, cool. You get 1 question per hit. That's what I want. And there's a matrix perception hit table that you can refer to. So, what questions would you like to ask?
So, I mean, we'll use 4 questions to get its attribute array.
Yes, this is a data processing 7. This is a data processing 8, firewall 7, sleaze 6, attack 5, host.
Pretty fearsome host. All right. Yeah, and then the host rating with another question.
Well, it's a rating 5 host. Yes. It's actually a fairly small end host, by the way, for a corporate host.
Yeah.
It's just a regional office from what we know so far. So, yeah.
So, what are you going to do? You have one more question.
Well, I'm not sure if this is appropriate for a host, but what's the last action the host performed?
Matrix perception.
Of course. All right. Well, so that answers some questions. This is going to be a pretty vicious host to dive, but it was not going to be. I mean, it's something I'm willing to try. So, but seeing as it's got quite a high attack attribute,
It has an attack of 5.
well, based on where I'm at right now, okay,
That is
yeah,
the lowest its attack could be.
But basically, what I'd like is I'd like to tell Salia to keep an eye on me, and if I start tweaking out with biofeedback, to just disconnect my deck.
Okay.
So punch you in the deck. Understood.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do very well in a fight, but sneaking around their host, I think I might be able to do fine.
Famous last words.
Okay.
Well, in the meantime, would somebody like to send a spirit to check it out? I mean, they might have watchers. It actually that it might be fair to reason that if they've got 2 guards with submachine guns, they probably have spirits watching as well. But we don't know.
Yeah, would probably be a good idea. I just need to find out where my spirit spreadsheet is.
By the way, how much noise have I gotten downtown where this building is?
About 2.
All right. Well, if nobody else wants to do anything, I'm going to dive this host.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
doing-
diving your host from the car outside the building?
It probably, well, since we got that hotel for 12 hours, it probably would be better to go there.
Okay.
Oh, that's 30
So-
minutes.
Or I could drive around for a while.
Yeah,
So I'm going to say that you're more than a kilometer away, so you're going to take 3 more noise due to distance for a total of 5.
All right. Well, this is going to be over and done with fairly quick. If you could just drive by the building, and then once the noise is down to an acceptable level, I'll dive it.
Yeah, so you're not going to take less than 1 noise due to distance because you can't get within 100 meters, essentially. But yeah.
So 1 noise or 2 noise?
3. 2
3
due
noise,
to
okay.
spam and 1 due to distance. Until you enter the host, then no noise, but hosts. Yay.
Okay. So here's what my attribute array is then.
I don't actually need to know. Just let's tell me your actions. If I need to know one of your attributes, I'll ask.
So okay, he's going to hack on the fly the host.
Cool. What grid are you on?
I have a medium lifestyle, so I am on the local grid.
The Emerald City grid. Well, you're going to be taking a -2 penalty.
Okay. Let's
Because the host is actually on the MCT Big 10 grid. The grid provided by MCT. There's a grid retransmitter in the extraterritoriality that not needs to have linked their host to, so you can either hack on the fly to get over